What's going on? That's a bright light. Welcome to my realm, mortal. Located beyond both time and space. Oh boy. Is this a mystery dungeon game? No! It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Oh, hi, God. Yes. Now, I wish to know thine appearance. Wait, you're letting me pick? What is thy name, knave? Name? Is Tripmon. That's what it is. Yeah. Yay for more Pokemon. I haven't gotten it yet, but what I've seen, I want this game so badly. Yes, God. Tripmon. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. Oh God, I'm isekai'd! I'm being isekai'd! Is this Gaia 6 all over again? A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Tripmon. Yeah? Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. Alright. So, like, am I just gonna, like, wake up? Oh my... Wait! Am I wearing a t-shirt? Oh my God! I'm generic Pokemon fan! Wait, Oh, my iPhone! Crap! I had the Pokemon skin! No! What? Ah! Oh God. Hello. And... You blessed my iPhone? Oh God, am I getting absorbed? Pokemon Legends, Arceus. Pokemon God, in the Book of Genesect it states. Oh, that's funny. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? What? Cyndaquil? Rowlet? Ashua? Are you alive? My boy! Huh? Oh, hey! How's it going? I saw God. Oh, in my head, I knew it was going to be a beach. I knew it was going to be a beach! It's always a beach! Okay, I know that you just found a random child in a t-shirt on the beach. But what is with the giant swirling cracked death over there? I'm more interested in the mountain in the distance. Because that don't look normal. Not the swirling lightning. That's fine. The crack in the sky. I know you're talking to me, but I'm just looking over there. A lot's going on today. Huh, you gave me quite a shock, falling from the sky like that. Well, thank goodness, you seem unharmed. Who are you? Where am I? Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand? Come now, who in the world does that? Well, what if I was being carried by a Pokemon and I fell off of it? Also, this brings up another question. Am I isekai'd from the Pokemon world? Like, I already know what these are. I'm not, like, isekai'd from our world. Right? Right? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't have to have an acquaintance in these parts, would ya? I time traveled. Okay. I doubt it. I don't know. I have no idea. Where am I? I'll say, you seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? No, nowhere. I don't know. Sir, against your own admission, I fell from the sky. Forget what I said about the flying Pokemon. I fell from the sky. I also should have lots of broken bones. No, nowhere. I am a lone child. You don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. Somehow, I guess. Do I still have my survival guide? No, it's gone! Yep, I'm dead. I'll somehow make it by. I'll see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Crew! Foom! Plish splash! Plish splash. Oh my, I completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. I feel like they knew I was falling. I feel like they knew it was coming and came to check it out. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. It's like some unforeseen force had told them about your coming. Strange. Anyway, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? I mean, if I'm from the future, yeah, I know what Pokemon are. Trip, just to let you know, if you are not careful, you will die. Thank you! Ma, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Do you think I'm an alien? You're not? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures as that they are. Ah, yes. And what might your name be? I'm Tripmon. Oh-ho, so you're called Tripmon, eh? That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Laventon. I am something of a Pokemon Professor. I hear the words, Pokemon Professor. And I just see, like, thousands of professors pop in my brain, and then just one going, hello! I'm the Pokemon Professor! Ah! Oh, are you okay, kid? I'm fine. I had a weird flash there. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these 3 here. Get back here! Oh, blast and bother! My darling Pokemon! Why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I'll beg you. Wait, you 3! Wait! That still worries me. Like, the crack isn't normal. Reality has shattered. I mean, technically, time travel's not something unusual for the Pokemon universe. Like, you do it in like, Gen... Oh my god, you do it with Celebi in Gen 4. You know, I just thought of this. I could leave. I could leave right now and go out to sea. Screw you, Arceus. I'm making my own way and I can't get in the boat. I say all that. A bolt of lightning strikes the boat. I see how you want to play it. I see how you want to play it. Who says it's time travel? He could be sent from another plane where there are no Pokemon. I hear you, Cyber, but how do you explain all the Pokemon merch I am wearing? Huh? Huh? I am totally a fan of Pokemon. So even if they aren't real, Pokemon exists in some form or another. I know it's popular with, like, some isekais to be sent into, like, the game world right now in manga, I think. I live in a hole. How do I... Is there a crouch button? A crouch button? Oh, my inventory! Tripmon! Playtime! 11. Oh. Oh. I'm just gonna hide behind this shed here. Okay, I should get out of the shed. The ocean! I've been messing around here. Can I swim? What person in the Pokemon world would wear that? A protagonist, Cyber! You wear Pokemon-themed things all the time! I can't swim. Huh. That looks... Hey, my phone! There's a glowing, beeping object over there. Hey, cool, I got a new case! You found something that resembles a phone! It's probably your phone, but it changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. I just picked up my phone. Oh my god. Oh, a message appeared on the screen. Oh crap! My DMs! I bestow upon thee this Arc phone, and thy mission, seek out all Pokemon. All of them. You got the iPhone 20. Trip God thought you how to do everything but swimming was not one of them. What? Alright. Hey, infinite battery. Perfect. Where am I going to... Good thing it has infinite battery, because how would I charge this thing? With the power of God. Ah, fair enough. Professor! What are you doing? Wait, is this how I'm going to pick my Pokemons, by which one I go after? Ah, alas, yet another miss. What's wrong, Laventon? Aha! I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky! I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at catching. At this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now, that one is Rowlet. Ooh. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Ooh. Cool! Arceus, this phone has infinite battery, free Wi-Fi, and unlimited data plan that will never run out. That'll be, 99,999.9 Pokédollars. Cyndaquil! That one there, over there, is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it is surprised or irate. Foom! Cash or credit. That Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Blish splash! Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my boy. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. You obtained 50. You just gave a random guy you just met from the sky 50 Pokeballs. I know it's like symbolized by a single Pokeball. I'm just imagining, here, pulls out from behind him a pile of Pokeballs and hands them to me. I go, okay, I'm just gonna put this all on my phone. Pokeball, a mysterious ball that can be thrown at wild Pokemon in order to catch them. These balls can be crafted by hand if you gather the necessary materials. You don't keep them sadly? Oh, but that won't do for an explanation. But I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to a minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Wait, so the Pokemon are shrinking themselves? It's the minimize attack! Every Pokemon innately has the ability to minimize. Oh, we're learning. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at the Pokemon and... why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball. Comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways for me. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple, really. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Throwing Pokeballs. Pokemon can be caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR button to ready a Pokeball and take aim. You can keep moving around as you do. So use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at your target Pokemon. Release the ZR button to throw the Pokeball. If it hits a Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you're ready to Pokeball, but do not want to throw it, press the B button to cancel the throw. Okay, I'm just imagining that tutorial screen just popped up on my phone. Alright. The wild trainer goes in to catch his first Pokemon. Hi, Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil, no! I'm friendly! Crikey. This'll be more trouble than I thought. Oh! What was a waste? You're adorable! Hey, I got it! You have to evolve your Pokemon manually? That's a new feature! Oh, wonderful, you've caught a Pokemon! It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Tripmon. A jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Now, if I'm from the future, Pokemon trainers are really normal. Right? Okay, let's try to sneak up on Oshawott here. There you see the wild Oshawott, sunning itself by the river. Mostly known for its living in scarce populations in the Unova region. But here, before me and wherever the heck I am, I throw a ball. Oh, look at it go! Psst, Trip, people are deadly scared of Pokemon. I mean, that makes perfect sense. I can hardly believe it, Tripmon. Incredible! You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon. Never mind catch them. Bravo indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? Alright. Rowlet. Rowlet, I'm coming for you. Right over here. Where the heck are you, little buddy? I see him, I think. He's behind that bush. Maybe. Maybe. Hi, Rowlet. How's it going? Now to just catch that Pokemon, throw it, and release. Like so! Like so! Like so! Ah, yes. I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof, that is. Give it another go, old boy. Ah! Rowlet! Where are you going? Get in the ball! Ha-ha! I got your friends. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village, almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Tripmon, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you can catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here yourself? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here now. God? Seek out all Pokemon. Also, what is this fantastical tablet you have? That object is an arc phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream. To compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. Like a Pokédex? What the heck is a Pokédex? There it is. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research, containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But... one second. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. I mean, you throw them. Yes. You chuck them. Yes. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? You've convinced me. Well, let's go for it! Jump right in! Yeah! Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've like a Pokédex to complete. You also still haven't answered my question, where the heck am I? First things first, though, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodging and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. Tally-ho! Wait, Jubilife? Oh, we're bringing attention to this? Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. Alright, go for it. Thank you very much. These clothes could have been his pajama. Oh my god, they could have been. He could have been sitting in bed just looking at his phone and suddenly... God! Oh yeah, Trip, no one trusts you. I mean... yeah. This way, if you please. I have a feeling... if... oh, I understand you must be more than a tad curious about the village. Oh, I can't... You talk too quick, Laventon! I'm trying to talk! But, like, yeah, like, this feels like more of a thing where trust has to be earned. I am a stranger. A weird one who fell from the sky. And people here are already terrified of Pokemon. What does that make me? Could you, like, imagine if there were psychics around? Oh my god, psychics. A psychic would be burned at the stake as a witch! Quick, hide your hex maniacs! Anyway. This road we're on is now known to locals as Canal Avenue. I've never seen that child here before. Oh my god, they're all talking. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. And since we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot. Now that impressive building up ahead of us is Galaxy Hall. Oh, botheration. I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? Alone? In a strange place? Laventon, you are the only person who isn't, like, giving me the side eye right now, so... that might not be the best idea. Can't I come with you? Just come with you. Or you could shove me in, like, where you live? Like, shove me in the room for a little bit? It's just past this bridge here. Then, to the left, the wallflower it's called. Laventon! Your arc phone is beeping. God, is that you? Somehow it seems to show you where you need to go next. Convenient! Use the button to view the... Use the minus button to view the map on your arc phone. You can consult the map for guidance to your next destination and information on your missions and requests. Huh. You'll also see guidance markers when you're out exploring or running around the village. If you're not sure where to go next, stop and look around in all directions to try to spot one of these markers. Then head for it. Is that safe to bring that up? Bring what up? The phone. He's talking to the tablet! Witchcraft! Let's, This is a quaint little village where everyone hates me. I mean, they don't hate me, but... I'm gonna assume this is Moo Moo Farm. With no Moo Moos. Ma'am, where are your cows? I wonder if there's anyone capable of catching enough Pokemon to fill all the pastures here. That sounds like a job for the new trainer who fell from the sky. What's a trainer? Oh, God. I should have expected that. I know how to earn Mary's trust. What was that? I heard that. That was a noise. You know what I say about noises. Let's go see where it was. I've never seen that child here before. Hi, Bera. Or Zabira. I had a rather traumatic experience when a wild Pokemon attacked me. Now I'm scared to even set foot outside the village. Aww. If we want to guide the village properly, we'll need to partner up with Pokemon. The monsters. Yeah, they're pocket monsters. Pocket what? They say that the Pokemon of Hisui are even more savage and powerful than those of other regions. It's a dangerous place out there. You won't find any Pokemon or on Prelude Beach. It's about as safe as things get around here. Except for that time Gyarados has just stormed the beach. God. The poor children on that beach day. So much ice cream was spilt. Anyway, it's perfectly safe now, though. Hey, Trip, do you know any of the new Pokemon or form? No, I don't! Don't tell me! I want surprises. What an odd way to dress. Is that fashionable where you're from? It's my pajamas. What's pajamas? I'm worried about the state of things here in Jubilife Village. We lack basic necessities, and there are some strange people around. Strange, you say? I don't see anyone strange. Nothing at all. Hello. I'm scared of Pokemon. I wish I'd never been brought here. Yeah. Oh, they're not that scary. They ate my family! Oh, God. To catch one of those Pokemon creatures, you need to throw a Pokeball at it. I'm brave enough to do it. That's just my darn lumbago. If you intend to stay here in the village, you should spend some time talking to everyone. Already on it, Soyo. Good. Have at it. We have no food for freeloaders. Survival out here is a daily battle, you know. I wasn't asking for food. I had lunch. Good. You eat more than... What's lunch? It's 1 to 3 meals of the day. You eat more than once a day? Oh, God. Trip, people have a hard time trying to catch one Pokemon. Yeah. Hold up. Hold everything! Sir, your haircut is very familiar! You have a very familiar haircut, sir! Sir! Colza! I came here from across the sea in search of fields to call my very own. For this venture of mine to succeed, I need to make sure we can work these fields safely. I love plants. It's in my blood. You don't say. So this village of ours also attracts strange guard folk like yourself, eh? Alright, as long as you work. I don't care. Okay, he's weird. He's running in place, guy. No, he's stuck on the hitbox. What's a hitbox? I feel like there's something over here hiding behind this rock. Spying on the villagers. That is where my home will be, behind that rock. Is this the training field? I was right, it's the training grounds. That was a guess in the dark. Starly versus Pachirisu. Come on, Starly, I know you're at a disadvantage, but you got this! Win! Trip, you better get a job soon. You're there going to ditch you in the wilds. No! Our human weapons are no match against the fangs and claws of Pokemon. Those survey guys, those survey corp people, what is it they're actually investigating? All they seem to do is eat potato mochi at the wallflower. Are they making some sort of Pokédex or what? The Pokédex! The dumpling dex! Full of dumplings. No spoilers! I will uncover everything on my own. Yes. Yes. A shrine! To Arceus! I'm here to give thanks to the guardian of this shrine who watches over all in Jubilife Village. An ancient, powerful god who lives outside space and time. You don't say. You want to talk to him? But that's not possible. Here's the phone. I have him on speed dial. What the heck are you on, boy? Hi. The Galaxy team is made up of several cores. Let's see, there is the security Security, Construction, and Agriculture Corps. And a few others besides. Alright. Are you looking for someone? No. Good. I'm busy. I have to talk to the person on the bridge. I'm pretty new to the village myself. I try to talk to everyone I meet, so I always learn something new. Same. Now to the children. This region is huge, and there's lots of dangerous Pokemon too. But you came here anyway. How come? Fell from the sky. Back in my hometown, I've got an older brother who's gonna inherit the family farm and all. But I'm gonna make my own way here in Hisui. I'm gonna make it on my own. I don't need anybody. Make my own farm. Sir, you look familiar. Now who might you be? I haven't seen you here in the village before. Nobody special. A new hairstyle means a fresh outlook. And a fresh outlook lets you change your fortunes. I've never seen clothes quite like yours, hon. Where might they be from? Is that cotton? It's so soft. What is it made out of, cotton? Oh my god! How? What did you do? Whoa there, it's dangerous beyond these gates. You just stay inside the village. I was going to actually... Okay, I can't talk to you. Oh, I can. Okay, that's all you say. Hi. Pokemon terrify me. Even going out to gather berries is the worst. I have a feeling I'm going to be bringing... Oh, I dropped... This is the item storage. I probably dropped stuff here. Oh no, I have a bad feeling. I'm going to bring Pokemon. She's going to hate me. Because I bring in so many Pokemon. Well, I've talked to almost everybody. One guy left. Beauregard. Commander Kamado is a fantastically strong. Rumor has it he once sent a Pokemon flying with one of those sumo throws he's so proud of. Wow, that's impressive. Anyway, hi! Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? What? The wallflower's for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. But I was told to come here. Aw. Don? Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be mincemeat in those flimsy clothes. If the guard lets you through, you must have ties with somebody in the village. Yeah? Perhaps you've met Professor Laventon. He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. It makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thunder Shock not long ago. I had to take to my bed. Oh god! But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Akari says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Ah! Professor! Hi! What's going on? I didn't say anything bad about you! But everything will be quite alright now. Akari. Tripmon here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex problem. What? Excuse me? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps, sir? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Celine's permission. Of course I can. Pulls out badge, slaps it on him. Doesn't mean it's official, but I can do that. I'll allow it. Oh, I'll allow it. Captain Celine! Oh! Hi! Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is... I am the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Celine. Oh! Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so, maybe? I'm 10! I'm just taller because I'm from the future. That's horrible, but kind of true. Quite odd enough to work for you. Oh, quite odd enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Well, didn't Laventon tell you where I was from? No, the sky! What? I fell from the sky! I thought he was joking. No! He wasn't. It hurt. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh! A most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. No Pokemon game don't do the 10-year-old thing that was an anime-only thing. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distractions. Aw. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal. And some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum! The usual potato mochi, if you please. But make it for 3 today. Kinda kicked me out. Oh, come on, old chum. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. Haha. I didn't know he was with you guys. Professor Laventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Ah, well, you know of that great hole in the sky, right? The one people call the space-time rift? Anu ferret fell right out of it! You can't be serious. Come now, I am a scientist. I may be strange, weird, and quirky, but I am not kidding. I take everything seriously. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with the facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are in the grass, in the forests, by water, or wherever they like. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. They're deadly, murderous creatures that slaughter everybody. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess, or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Tripmon will come in. He successfully caught 3 Pokemon. 3 of them in quick order. You understand? It's amazing! He's a prodigy! He just threw the ball and they went in it! I've never seen something like that before! Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that! This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest! I'm so excited! 3? We have a hard enough time catching even one when wild Pokemon come after us. Ah, well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball. Well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. Oh, I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now, have your field trip, Mon. And think if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. He what? Oh yes, he fell out of the sky, Benny. Oh God, it's an alien. That was quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that Tripmon has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry! I have complete confidence in Tripmon's skills! He has the skills to pay the bills! Let's hope it is not misplaced. Tripmon, was it? What an odd name. For tonight at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. Okay. But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death, in the wilds. You are a very scary lady. Life is cruel, kid. Captain Silene's somewhat like Hisui, in that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yes, good night. Which one's mine in the car? A rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. No pressure, Trip. I mean, if I fail the test tomorrow, I die. It's life. It's life. I guess I get the one in the end? Do I have a bunkmate? Bunkmate! I'm actually more surprised I got this entire house to myself. Like, I have this entire... I expected bunks. Checking survey tips. Survey tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in the Hisui region. To read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu, then go to the help screen. Handy tips for team members. Don't wish your toils to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. To save your progress, press the up button to open the menu, then scroll with the ZL or ZR button until you reach the save screen. There is also an autosave function you can use to have your progress saved automatically. You can enable or disable autosave by scrolling to the help screen in the menu, then selecting settings. Alright. I'm just imagining my phone has a text-to-speech feature where I just take a photo of all the writings you just told me. I got a cooking pot, I got a storage kit, I got a jar. That's a nice jar! And I get a bed. All to myself. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, someone's gonna like throw me out of the bed. Rest until tomorrow morning? Yes. Badoof! The tree! That can't be good. The next day... Good morning, Tripmon. Are you up? quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Today's the day of your trial, so, let's give it our all. Oh god, what Pokemon pissed off God? You're right. What Pokemon pissed off God? 1 second, Tripmon. I know I'm supposed to be guiding you on this venture, but I have to smite somebody real quick. 1 second. Smite! Alright, back to you then. Actually, no, it's Judgment. Judgment! Because that's his attack. Hey, Akari. What lovely weather we've got. I hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's get to headquarters. Captain Celine is waiting. Alright. You know, something strange. So, are they from... Oh, wait! Laventon's British! British wheezing! Huh? Huh? Alright. The Survey Corps offers an officer here on the first floor. Don't give up! Keep those eyes open! The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. That is what happens when you go so far afield. But the Medical Corps will put you to the right! Will put you to rights! That man's with the Security Corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from the wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. I'll find the trial trying. Haha, very funny. Captain Celine, Tripmon is here. That is a lot of paperwork. Do you understand why I'm so stressed, boy? Yes. Get a pen and help me. Right. You may enter. I feel so out of place. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon. Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start? No one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday, Akari? Yes? Good. My trial should be simple enough for him. If the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. Oh, and thanks for the raid, Gamer How. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. There you go. Thanks! It's just my size. That satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. What's wrong with my t-shirt? Akari, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Mission: the Galaxy Team's entry trial. Alright. Press the Y button while consulting the map on your ARC phone, and you can check the tasks you have waiting. There are 2 types, missions and requests. Missions must be completed to progress in your adventure, while requests are optional and given by people you meet. That's how I get people to like me! Pardon, Tripmon. Come with me a moment. Do you have clothes for me? Now then, a jolly good morning to everybody. Is something the matter, Professor Laventon? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Shirtmon absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. My starter! Crew! Boom! Splish splash! I'm taking a bath! Go on, Shirtmon, pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Okay. This was a hard choice. I picked I knew which one I was picking before the game even came out. Since the first trailer we realized which starters we're getting, I had to start thinking, which one did I want to take? And, I love... Oshawot's my choice. When I first got Gen 5, I played through the game with Oshawott. Rowlet is adorable. I haven't used one yet, though. I haven't used a Rowlet yet. I also have not used a Cyndaquil before. And I really want to use Cyndaquil. I don't know why. I really want to use Cyndaquil. No, I don't know anything about this game. I'm taking it. Cyndaquil, go! Foom? Me, Quill? Do you want Cyndaquil as your first partner? Yes! Give me the Hedgehog! He's so cute! And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show, I've tucked Cyndaquil back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it, it's yours. Yay! You receive Cyndaquil. Can I give it a nickname? A word of advice, my boy, pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Cuckoo! Splash! They look as if they're cheering on their friend Cyndaquil. Aw, it's adorable! That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when Shirtmon fell out of the sky. After all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. Except for you, Oshawott. You will go help Miss Saline. She needs someone who has hands for the paperwork. Cool! Plish splash! By the by, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Just Bidoof, Shanks, and Starly. Well, that's smashing. All three of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Yeah, she said. Oh, right. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. Thank you. I got 20. They're from the bunch I gave you yesterday. The Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. I guess you're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left after you exit headquarters, then head for the gate. Right. Let's go. Wait, I haven't explored the entirety of the... We're going back in! Alright, time to ask everybody inside how they're doing. Up on the 3rd floor is the office of the Galaxy Team's Commander, Kamado. You're not going up there until we know a little more about you, mystery kid. Sky child. Oh, so this is... Oh, that's adorable. Oh, they each had little wrists. That is so cute. Oh, you'll have this trial cleared in no time. Here's a little resty area for Rowlet. A little water tank for good old Oshawott. And a little furnace place for... Oh, it's so cute. What's in that? Don't ask about that. Okay. It's hard to guess what this is supposed to do, but it certainly does look impressive. Can I go downstairs, dude? No, there's nothing downstairs. You don't have to worry about downstairs. I'm going downstairs. I said don't go downstairs. He's gone. Darn it. If only I could not leave this spot. Hi. You look like a very intimidating character. We're in the middle of nowhere out here. We have to make what we need ourselves. Oh, you're the construction corps. It may be a small thing, but it sure feels great to be able to make what's needed for the team. Or the craft corps. I'm just seeing what there is. Huh. Child! Hey, where'd you come from? Your clothes look kind of weird. I mean, except for the bag. The bag's cool. Thanks. Watch, there's just a portal to the distortion world in here. Wait, isn't that what the rift goes to? Hi, boss. How's it going? You know what is expected of you. Now it is up to you to see things through. As my Abra, his name is Frank. Hi. We're running low on potions. Guess I'll need to go and gather more materials. Do humans use potions too? Yes. I didn't know that. Hi. Nurse Joy? It's safe here in Jubilife Village. Don't forget that you can always return here to rest and recover. Alright, Nurse Joy. My name's Pasella. Alright, Pasella. I'm not allowed to go upstairs, so... No, the Abra is called Cyrus. Really? I guess I would know that if I went and talked to it. I'm going to assume I can't buy anything yet because I don't have any. Do people move around? The region is huge! There's lots of dangerous Pokemon too, but you came here. Oh, same stuff. Good. Nothing new. Hello. Oh, you just made it up? Cynthia? Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can always tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo, of the Ginkgo Guild. Volo? Do you happen to have a guide to monsters on you by chance? I mean, I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild. The go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in the Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh! And you've a Pokemon? You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant success. So, what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? Our first Pokemon battle is against Volo the ancestor to Cynthia? Sounds good! I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenge you to a battle. There's Pokemon battles! I just thought there might not be any Pokemon battles in this game. He has a Togepi! How long do Togepis live? How long do Togepis live? This is a legitimate question. Is this... Like, is the Togekiss Cynthia have this same Togepi? Priscilla, Joy. I'm Priscilla. I'm one of the many nurses from the Galaxy team. But Joy does sound nice. Writes in little notebook to what to name her kid. Oh, it's not. My head cannon. Go, Cyndaquil! Quick attack! Oh! Ah! Cyndaquil! Go again! Ah! Cyndaquil, I believe in you! Our friendship! What the heck are you talking about, kid? There's no confirmation how long they live, so it could very well be true. Moves, items, use them well. The world will open up to you. Yeah! Level up! New move! It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Is Cynthia like... Is being the Pokemon champion, was like that like a family thing? Did Volu become the first Pokemon champion of Sinnoh? And then like it was passed down through generation and generation and... I think you're thinking too far deeply into this, kid. I think I am too. Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they leveled up. If you want to change the moves your Pokemon can use in battle, open your satchel, choose the Pokemon you want, and select the change moves option. Hold up. Am I going to have more than 4 moves in my inventory at one time and I can switch between them to ready moves? Is that a thing they add to this game? I am looking into this too much. Yeah, I am. But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use a Pokeball. At any rate, let me help our 2 battlers recover from their little exercise. You give your Pokemon a potion, and you get some ointment. There you go. Put that on your injuries. I didn't get any. Then you don't need it. That'll be $5. 5 what? 5 Poke, I mean. Sorry, different universe. And to you, my sky fallen friend, I present some potions in thanks. You obtained 5 potions. Potion, not in a spray bottle. A topical medicine meant to be applied to Poke... It's some ointment! It can be used to restore 60 HP to a single Pokemon? My god, the potions from nowadays are watered down compared to this! I don't think a single potion in the modern games recovers 60 HP! You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful in that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. Of course it's watered down. How else would they be able to mass produce them? You know, that's fair. This is the good stuff. That's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Now, to the Obsidian Fieldlands! Away! When you're leaving Jubilife, make sure you choose a destination from your map and tell Rest, the guardsman, where you're going. Rest likes to know where people are going. It's kind of weird. I mean, that way, someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon, I mean. Totally normal to ask where everyone's going. Yeah, I'm gonna go save you. Your trial begins just a short way past that front gate. 5 feet away from the rest of my life! You're Tripmon, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the village of the... outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. To the Obsidian Fieldlands. And away! Yes. Huh, what a quaint little camp. This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon, Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Are you ready to get started? I was bored. Oh, Professor, is something wrong? Well, you see, Captain Celine got a hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our, sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain. But what help exactly can you offer out here, Professor? That's what I want to know. I mean, to be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Treatmont's talents are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. The responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me, then. Well, I'm sure Treatmont will be fine. Let's begin the trial. Right. But first, can I get a hat? Also, I'm gonna look. How do I access my Pokemon? Okay, X is how I switch between those. Good to know. Okay. Hello! Change name! Oh! It's a male Cyndaquil. I don't know why, but I'm gonna call him Baxter. Baxter! My companion and friend. Let's go on our journey, Baxter. Oh, change move options. Oh yeah, I learned a new move. Okay, I already have that. But oh my god, they added this feature! Oh, it's so good! Oh, this is the greatest feature ever! Oh! I love it! I love it! Anyway. Akari! This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. That is a very vast expanse. Just me and my flip-flops. I'm in flip-flops, darn it! And along comes a Bidoof. Time to get ready. It's just coming right up. Bidoof ain't scared of nothing. The key is to aim carefully. Now that you seem to need my advice, I'm just sharing what I know. It's Dave's ancestor. Hold down the ZL button to focus on a wild Pokemon and keep it in your sights. As long as it's nearby, this technique comes in very useful when aiming Pokeballs at a target or when dodging Pokemon attacks. Okay, ZL is a lock-on. Bidoof has a mellow disposition. That means it tends not to run from people. So this will be easy. It's a good pet, except for it eats all their houses. This is neat. Hey, Bidoof. A little buddy. Oh, I want a pet option. Why is there no pet the wild Bidoof option? Hey. Yeah, get in the ball, little buddy. Yeah! You caught a Bidoof! Well done. Time to find your next Pokemon. So which one's going to actually give me trouble? Is it going to be Starly or is it going to be Shinx? I'm calling it one of them I'm going to have to fight. Oop. Starly. As though it's going to be Shinx who gives me actual trouble. There's a Starly. They're skittish little things. They'll run if startled. But you should be able to get close to them if you crouch. You'll be harder to spot. Stealth is key. Press the B button to crouch and make it harder for wild Pokemon to notice you. Press the same button again to rise. If you creep into the tall grass while crouched low, you'll be even harder for wild Pokemon to detect. Alright, let's do it. Whoop. I'm just gonna get in the grass. Hey, he's Bidoof! Bidoof! And... right in the face! Ha-ha! Come on. Come on. Yeah! That's Starly caught. That's Starly caught as well. Only one more Pokemon to go. Alright, follow me! All that's left is Shinx. It's gonna attack me, isn't it? I forgot, there's something I ought to teach you since you're still new to this. Here's the proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. As Captain Celine tells us, have an item at the ready, but want to send out a Pokemon, press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready, but want to throw an item, press X? That's weird. I still don't understand what X means. The captain's real expert on these things, though. Try throwing your Pokemon's ball at rocks or trees like this one to have it investigate. If your Pokemon finds any berries or other useful items, it'll bring them to you. They're nice like that. Also terrifying. But nice! Now it's time for your partner to shine. We've reached your final hurdle, catching Shinx. Oh, one sec, I'm gonna... Baxter, get me this. Baxter, I choose you! Hey! I remember when that took a headbutt! Baxter got some experience for that! What are you doing? I'm hiding. Why? You told me to hide! There! That's Shinx! The demon! Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? They're so fierce and ferocious. They'll slaughter you and rip out your throat. More or less. No, not at all. Pokemon are our friends. No. Not to worry. These things become clear once you focus on the Pokemon around you. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any balls you throw at them. Huh, interesting. Take cues by focusing. When you use the ZL button to focus on a Pokemon, you can see how easy it may be to catch. The more arrows you see pointed up above a Pokemon, the easier it will be to catch. Alright, so green's good. The X icon appears above Pokemon if it has picked a fight with you. Ah, be warned, Pokemon displaying this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. Don't worry though, I'll teach you the trick to catching aggressive Pokemon. You've got to battle them. Once they're absorbed with battle, you can throw a Pokeball at them to try to catch them when they're off guard. By now, you've got several Pokemon of your own, don't you? Take one of their Pokeballs and throw it near a wild Pokemon you want to battle. Oh, you've never heard of the killing of the Shinx then? What? I mean, I've got no doubt you'll hold your own in battle, but I'll wait way over there. You got this. It's easy to start a battle against a wild Pokemon. Simply throw a Pokeball that contains one of your own Pokemon at it. If you can see that you currently have an item ready to throw, not a Pokemon, press the X button. It will allow you to toggle between your thrown items and your Pokemon team. Alright. I got it. Where's Shinx? There's Shinx. Okay. I'm gonna bop ya! Well, the battle's engaged! Baxter, you got this, right? Actually, I think I'm gonna kill it. Let's Let's throw a ball at it. Go! There's level 2. It's too gruesome to retell the story of the murder of the Shinx. Oh god. That's it, you caught Shinx. You approached those wild Pokemon without a hint of fear and caught each one! What are you? Sky person? Akari? Ah! I mean, you're like a gift the sky dropped to us. I mean, I think I am. With you at our side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokédex, as we've been ordered. This is wonderful! I'm still curious on why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. Alright. Oh, we just teleport. I got them. They're mine now. Oh ho! I said you'd pass the trial with flying. Oh, I said you'd pass the color of. Oh, I can't read sometimes. Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Tripmon! You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. Yay! Now let me take your photo. What do you mean? Pulls out smartphone, snaps a photo. I have no way to print this. With skills like yours, I suppose this was a foregone conclusion. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? We get there. I guess you failed to get the throws out all 3 of them. That was fast. Well, we have a lot of work for you to do now. It's time. You'll be able to send Pokemon you've caught to live in the village pastures. Really? That's what I do with my extra Pokemon? You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you into the field in theory. Though we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Come now, you two. Let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits our reports at headquarters. Arceus. Here's a magic printer for your photo. I forgot about that feature in my phone. Don't worry. I bet Captain Silene will be very pleased. Now. Cyndaquil! Speak. Crouch. Oh. Let me. Yeah! If I walk, will you come with me? Cyndaquil? Baxter! Come on, Batty! Do I have to... Oh, I have to put you back in the ball. Now it is time for me to release a ferocious monster in the village! They go on a rampage, Sinks! They're so aggressive and evil! Get back in the ball, buddy. Oh. Alright. Captain, I have done the deed! Oh, I can't throw them out here. I was going to actually just throw them and show you. It seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. No, you won't. Congratulations. You've passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit, you've impressed me. It's been like 10 minutes. It took Akari like 2 days to catch 3 Pokemon. Hey! I'm not lying. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. You received a Survey Corps uniform and a pair of Survey Corps sandals. I can finally get out of these flip-flops. Get changed in the room you used last night. Then you'll want to report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. He's kind of scary and intimidating. Wait, he's scary? Yes, very scary. All right, let's go to our captain and get get changed. How do I do? Oh, I use the mirror, which doesn't work. You want to change your outfit? Yes, I kind of have to. Time to put on your Survey Corps uniform and your Survey Corps sandals. Uniform. Sandals. I still don't have a hat. Oh, I need the Survey Corps sandals. Celine. Yes, he's scary. The man sumo flipped a freaking angry Snorlax who wouldn't be scared. Yeah. I'm still missing a hat. You've changed to your Survey Corps uniform. My poor hat. I'm not letting the hat go. I want a hat. Look how well our Survey Corps uniform suits you. It's almost as if the captain had it tailored just for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. I just imagine she walked up and just plopped the hat on my head. There you go, champ. Now present yourself to the commander as a true professional. I am a true professional. Look at me. Professionalism. In a hat. Yeah. Oh, is he upstairs? Oh, there's... Oh, that's the 3rd floor. I could have come up here. Let's see what's in here. It's a brave new land we're living in with me, which means there's a whole lot to do. Which core is this? This must be security core. It's red. But what's purple? Miss, what are you? Eevee! Wee! Eee! I'm gonna pet your Eevee. Pet. The accounting core. That's what that was. What's purple? Hi, purple. Maybe we ought to build some spare lodgings in case anyone else falls out of the sky. With a construction core, I guess. Purple for construction. Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of wood in here. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, time to go upstairs. Anything else? There is nothing else up here but this one. Hold up. Professor Rowan? Ah! I have been waiting for you! Hi! Sir! Yes, sir! I was half expecting him to say, "Did you want to have some tea?" Because there's a tea set over there. I am Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are Tripmon, yes? Yes, sir. It's an honor. No. Yes, sir! Show respect! Huh. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of! Face me in combat! Try to throw him. Charge at him. Do you mean ball? Or do you mean me giving you these hands? I don't have hands enough for you! I am child. Try to throw him! Ah! Ah! Oh! God dang it. Huh! You got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see some potential. Ow! You're very good at falling, it looks like. Don't bring it up. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. Superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of the Jubilife Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Tripmon, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. But they're so cute. That mentality can get you killed. I hold Cyndaquil in my hands and, but he's so cute! And he goes, don't you want to pat him? Pat his little head, Kamado? No. Patting him would show weakness, and you're already patting him. God dang it! Right. Mission, the Galaxy Team's entry trial complete! So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star, recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. So you are a gopher. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps, and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see? The more you add to the Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. And working on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer towards that goal of yours. To seek out every last Pokemon. Here, you will need this. I obtained the recipe for crafting Pokeballs. You know, these used to be like really hard. You need a special guy with special training to do this. Now I can just do it. I just go out back and make some Pokeballs. That's stupid. You go to a tent. Of course, go to a tent. Go to a tent! Our Pokeball Recipe. A recipe for crafting Pokeballs from scratch. Requires materials 1 apricot and 1 tumblestone. How do you make a Pokeball with just an apricot and a tumblestone? Apricorn. And 3,000 Poke as well. You will have to buy the necessary materials. Alright. Akari, you are an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what he needs to know. Of course, Captain Celine. Now, as the experienced craftsperson here, let me explain a bit to start with. Crafting means making items with your own 2 hands. You can buy some items at the general store, but self-sufficiency is worth striving for. You can even make our most valuable tools, Pokeballs. Think where we'd be if we couldn't do that. Let's head to the Craftsworks. The basics of crafting. To the Craftworks! And away! Well, well done, earning a place in our team. Oh, my name is Anthe. I'm the local clothier. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here we go. I do hope they fit. You received an everyday kimono and a pair of everyday trousers. I hope you'll avail yourself of the village's humble shops. This way to the Craftsworks, Tripmon! Come on! I'm over here! Come on! I'm over here! You say that, Trip, but doesn't Kurt from Johto does that with just 2 apricorns? Huh. You can use the workbench here at the Craftworks anytime you need to make an item in the village. You know, I thought that was like a dining set. No, it's crafting. And I'll supply what you need to make your first Pokeballs once you're ready to begin. Call it my way of saying congratulations on joining us. Just spend the money you got from the captain on clothes, or whatever you think is best. Go up to the workbench and choose an item to craft. In this case, a Pokeball. Crafting items. You can use these workbenches in Jubilife Village and the base camps to craft Pokeballs and other items. Crafting items requires a recipe and the necessary materials. Alright. Apricorn and Tumblestone. Make one. You made a Pokeball. You put it in your satchel. If I make 100, do I get a Premier Ball? What? Why would you think that? That makes no sense. I'm going to try... Oh, not 100. 10. I meant 10. The basis of crafting. Oh-ho! Now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe this was your first time stepping up to the workbench, my boy. You'll recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. With the Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also, that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in a Pokédex. And on that note, here you are. You received the Pokédex. Pokédex, a volume for compiling and collecting results of much Pokemon research. Professor Laventon continually adds to it with each report made on new Pokemon species. Huh. Pokédex. Open. Cyndaquil. Oshawott. Rowlet. Togepi. Bidoof. Starly. And Shinx. I can find Togepi out there? Neat! I prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon there are in the Grand Region. You have to complete lots of research tasks to help the professor fill out that Pokédex. Same goes for me, of course. I've also got Pokemon research as a Survey Corps member. I'll be all too happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come join me at the Fieldlands camp whenever you are ready, my good Tripmon. Right away. Getting to work on research tasks. Alright. Hey, excuse me. I couldn't help it over here. If you're going to the Fieldlands camp, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk about it. Accepting requests. People who have something to ask you will have a request icon displayed above them. If you fulfill the request, you may receive a nice reward. Ooh. Okay, I want to try something first. No, you can't. It's a lie. I'm going to try, darn it! I can believe! And Pokeballs. No! Wait, can I buy them? At the Craftworks, we sell materials. We sell materials and recipes. Can I help you with something? Crafting recipes? Huh. Honey cake, remedy, ox power, ox guard. Are those X moves? Those are X moves. Those are X attack and X stuff. Oh, I'm going to have to find all of these. We're doing that now. Okay, so there's this Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Yes. Well, you see, I was having a chat with Professor Laventon, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution. Evolving Pokemon. Some Pokemon can undergo evolution, which changes their appearance and stats. One of your Pokemon has met the requirement to evolve. You'll be able to set the evolution option select the evolution option when viewing the Pokemon in your satchel. Huh! And so I decided I want to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? You catch a Wurmple. Could you let me have it? There'll be a reward in it for you. I promise. Just get me a Wurmple if you can. I can't really leave. Request 1. Wurmple can evolve. Huh. Oh, I probably buy stuff from you. The Gauss team is made up of several cores. Let's see. Oh, you're just gonna tell me the thing you told me yesterday. No request in here. Let's see if there's any requests before I go. I want to pick them all up. Hi, Gardenia's great-great-grandparent. Bye, Gardenia's great-great-grandparent. Wait. That's the actual, like, mission, is it? No, that's the mission. You have a request! Can Pokemon of the same species really come in different sizes? I know the professor said they do, but I'll have a hard time believing it unless I see different sized ones like lined up next side by side. If they really are Weasel bigger than mine, I'd love to see them alongside the one I have. For comparison's sake. What? And you're a natural when it comes to catching Pokemon, right? I bet you see where I'm going with this. If you catch a Weasel bigger than mine, would you let me have it? I'll make it worth your while. Big Weasel, little Weasel. Look at the Weasel! Whee! So many Weasel. Must collect all side missions before leaving the camp. I have to. It is the way I am. I don't see any down here. I was just making sure. Nothing between the buildings. Alright. I remember there's that one. I'm coming, side mission! There's 2! You're that newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you heading outside the village? Of course you are. Survey Corps must have to get out and about to compile that Pokédex of theirs. Oh, that Pokédex book they're working on, right? Well, on your way, kindly do me a favor. Find out all about Starly. Pokemon certainly are terrifying creatures. When I see Starly, I feel simply whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. You mean like this one? I hold up the Starly in my pocket. The what? Pop into my other hand. Touch it. Touch the Starly. No! Get it away! Please let me see Starly's entry in that Pokédex the moment you've completed it. Adorable Starly. Aww. Ma'am, hear me out. Hear me out. Starly. Her descendants are probably going to be bird keepers. But ma'am! Starly. That doesn't count! Please let me see Starly's entry in that Pokédex the moment you've completed it. Ma'am! Alright. Those ears, Wait, what did he say? I know Shank's ears had odd markings on the inside, but what were they? No use, I can't remember. This'll keep me up all night. Hey, Aren't you with the Survey Corps? If you catch a Shinx, could you show it to me? I've got to see one with my own eyes. Please, I can't remember the life of me what those ears look like. It's driving me up the wall! What did Shinx's ear look like? Oh, you don't say. Well, sir, they look like this. Do I throw it at you? Do I talk to you? Got one of those Shinxes to show me? Really? I have to talk. I thought I could just throw it! Alrighty, let's have a peek of those round ears. Okay, this is actually really cute. That's it! Its ears have that yellow cross pattern on them. Kind of like a star! Can't tell you what a relief this is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat. Only that throat's my brain, and the bone's a thought! Thanks for helping me get that bone out. What did Shinx's ears look like? Got 3 potions. Yay! Alright. That worked out. Let's go, Baxter. Heading out to the village, are we? Stay safe out there, kid. Let's go. Hey, it's loading. I'm running in the corner. Adorable. I wonder if that changes depending on what I'm wearing. Well, that'd be an interesting touch. Righto, let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokédex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need your help to carry out, my boy. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokédex for you to reference anytime. Okay, research tasks are tasks you need to carry out to complete the Pokédex. Each Pokemon species has a different number of variety of research tasks. Press the down button to open your Pokédex, then check what kinds of research tasks are available for the Pokemon you're registered. When you're focused on wild Pokemon in the field using a ZL button, you can also instantly check the research task for that species by pressing the down button to open your Pokédex right to that page. Some Pokemon have some unusual research tasks, so be sure to check them out. Alright. You must catch and battle diverse Pokemon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. Do so and you'll gain research points and other rewards for your work. One last piece of advice, Tripmon. If you see a wild Pokemon's attack coming your way, dodge like your life depends on it. Because it does! Dodge? Say again. Dodge? Here, watch closely and remember what I do so you can do it later. Huh! Parkour! That's beautiful! Flowing bit of gymnastics is what we call a dodge. If you're light on your feet, you can dodge out of the way of wild Pokemon's attacks. That way, hopefully you can avoid taking a beating and blacking out in the wilderness. Security Corps had to collect me when I got the business end of some Shinx's Thundershock. But don't you worry, I got a lot of experience to draw on, and I'll teach you plenty. Alright. Parkour! I can't stop it. Okay, let's check out my Pokédex. Cyndaquil, number caught 1 to 5. Times you've seen it use Ember, 15. Huh. Times you've seen it use Quick Attack. Times you've seen it use Flame Wheel. Times you've seen it a Strong Style move. Times you've seen it use a Agile Star move. Numbers you've evolved. I only have to do 1. Alright, Togepi. Let's see, number you've caught. Number of small species you've caught. Small species in general. Number you've caught without being spotted. Number you've caught while they were sleeping. Times you were seen using Draining Kiss. Times you've given it food. Number you've evolved. Interesting. This is more than just catching Pokemon now. This is a checklist. Huh. Huh. Investigate the Bidoof that bothered the village? Method unknown. Oh, investigate. Oh. Starly. Okay, she wanted me to complete Starly's Pokédex entry to finish that quest. So first you have the number you've caught without being spotted. 1, number defeated. I gotta catch 20. I have to catch 25, and 20 of them not being seen. I have to defeat 15, and number of different forms you've obtained. What? Oh wait, male and female are different. Number you evolved 3. I've evolved 3 of them. And Shinx. Number caught, number defeated, number you've defeated with ground type moves, times you see it use quick attack, times you've seen it use bite, number of different forms you've attained, and number you've evolved. Alright. Dodges Y. Parkour! 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 Now let me share some Cervicore wisdom. Focus on a Pokemon with the ZL button. Then press the down button to open the Pokédex. You'll see what tasks you have for that Pokemon. Bidoof. You might have noticed that you have a research task to do with how many Bidoof you've caught. That's right, catching just 1 isn't enough. You need 2, then 4, then more and more! Gotta catch 'em all! And when it's time to battle a Pokemon, remember the captain's switching wisdom. If you have items out, press X to ready your Pokemon. Give it a try now. If you want, I'll go on ahead. Let's see. Done. Number caught, 25. Heavy species you've caught. I have to catch heavy versions of them. Defeat 15. In different forms. Oh yeah, male and female are different. Hi, Bidoof. Huzzah. Multi-catch! Hey, I caught a heavy one! Okay, now that we've caught 2 Bidoof, I maxed out the number, but it still has an arrow. I probably have to go back to Professor Laventon to fill that book out. I think you've got it, but as a reminder, don't forget to open your Pokédex when you focus on a Pokemon to check your research tasks for it. It's just ZL, then down. Try checking your tasks for Starly next. One of your tasks is to catch Starly without being spotted, right? For that task, try catching them while hiding in some tall grass. Alright, I got this. I'll go wait for you up ahead. Come catch up once you finish some tasks, okay? Bye! She was there for a second. You all saw it. The more energy a Pokemon's got, the harder it'll be to catch. If you battle a Pokemon and lower its HP, or maybe inflict paralysis with a move like Shinx's Thundershock, it should be easier to catch. Starly, come out to play! Ha! Whoop. Ah, it's not far enough. sneaking in the grass. Gotcha. Yeah. Booyah. Huh. Oh my god, I'm wasting Pokeballs. Get him, Baxter. Good job. What was that? I thought I saw something. It's just a tree. I gotta be careful with that button thing. Where? Why are you over there? Hip. Oh, I threw Baxter. I'm gonna have to get used to this mechanic. That didn't work. Well, that's how I switch. I was thinking, what am I doing? Swap Pokemon. We don't want to kill the Shinx. We want to catch it. Oh. Roll out! Is it still confused? Yeah. One. Yeah! Good job. Badoof. Give me goods. Thanks, buddy. What's that? Is that a thing? It's a thing. It's a medical leak. Someone say leak? He's just looking at me from the tall grass. Weasel! Hey, Don. Around here you can find a Pokemon called Weasel. It's got an aggressive disposition. It's right over there. That means it'll try to hit you with its moves, just like Shinx. And you'll need to battle it to catch it. Weasel. If you take too much damage within a short time, you'll be in danger of blacking out. You can tell you're in danger when the edges of the screen turn red. Oh. Damage goes away over time, but you won't begin to recover if you're still being targeted by a wild Pokemon. So run. Run as far as you can. If you take further damage after the edges of the screen have turned red, you'll become overwhelmed and black out. And speaking of which, your research tasks for Weasel include seeing it use a certain move. Precise, you have to see it use the move in battle. That's right. So tasks require battling. But now I'll go on ahead. You take care of this Weasel's research tasks. And come talk to me. Bye. Great. Let's talk to this guy instead. Hi. You should have your Pokemon smash open sparkling rocks for you. You'll find Tumblestone inside. The same Tumblestones you need to craft Pokeballs. Ooh. You don't say. Nice. Booyah! I got it! Weasel level 3! See if we can find another Weasel. That's a Bidoof. God, I did it again. I'm gonna waste so many Pokeballs doing that. Ah, that's too far. Gotcha! Chuck? Where'd Chuck go? I can't find Chuck. Don't worry, Oh! Parkour! You don't see anything. Ah! Booyah. No, I'm not doing that again. Whirlpool. That's not what I wanted to do. They can run away? I am quite shocked. Oh, it escaped. Let me find another Wurmple. Oh, hi, Ponytop. You get the grass. Level 5. Oh. Wait. Oh. I must catch that now. You didn't see anything, Eevee. Get in the ball! Eevee, no! Eevee, I said get in the ball. Eevee! I almost have Pokeballs. Oh! What? That's a rap. That's a rapid. Its eyes are glowing. No. No, 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 no. I don't think so. Huh. Gotcha. Ponyta. am I gonna get Wurmples? That's a big Wurmple. If you're feeling worn out, have a rest in a tent at the home at one of our base camps. You can also rest there to pass some time. If it's nighttime and you're scared to be out surveying, the tent is a fine option. 5 Pokeballs left. Oh! Gotcha, Wurmple! That's a fine catch. Hey, Don. Now, you're really doing quite well for yourself. Here, a little reward for keeping up with me. Your own crafting kit. Aw, thanks. You obtained a crafting kit. I need this. I need more Pokeballs. A kit containing everything you might need for crafting, even when there is no workbench around. However, you can only use the materials you have in your satchel. Ah. You can select the crafting kit from the key items pocket in your satchel. The craft items wherever or whenever, and whenever you like. However, unlike at a workbench, you'll only be able to use the materials in your satchel. And you won't be able to craft more items than your satchel can hold. And here's a recipe for potions, too. Just giving me all the good stuff, aren't you? Potions. A recipe for crafting potions from scratch requires materials 1 orange berry and 1 medical leek. Medicinal leek. With a crafting kit, you can craft items anywhere using any materials you have in your satchel. So long as you've got an apricorn and a tumblestone, you can make a Pokeball anytime. Or with an orange berry and a medicinal leek, you can make a potion. So do heal your Pokemon. Got it. How goes your research? The cover of your Pokédex will tell you if there are tasks you've finished and can report. Wait, what? I thought it was just a book! It's a magic book. The text is updated. How? Let me guess. You're going to say, I need to evolve a few. Please report back to Professor Laventon once you've got some research tasks good and done. Huh. God. I'll get used to it, I swear. I got 3 left. Get in the ball. Wurmple was caught. Yee. I missed. I'm out of Pokeballs. Bye. Spoiled. They spoil? You gotta wait. This is a very big area. Oh! Nope. Oh. Huh. Alright. Where's Professor Laventon? Parkour! 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 Is this a resource? Nope. Come on, Baxter. Let's go. There's nothing up here? Can I get up? I can. Huh. There's Shanks, more Starly. Huh. Interesting. And over level. Wait, what? They're higher level over there? Hey, how's it going, Professor Laventon? Oh ho, if it isn't a crafting kit. You must have listened attentively to Dakari's teachings. Excellent work, dear boy. This seems a good time to explain to you about survey reports and the rewards they offer. When you submit survey reports, you'll receive money based on the level and number of Pokemon you've caught. You'll receive more money if you fulfilled certain conditions, such as catching a species for the first time. On that note, let me check the research tasks you've completed thus far. Next. I got some money! Yeah. So that's how I complete tasks. I see. How illuminating. I'll update our Pokédex with this new data. By carrying out research tasks and submitting survey reports, you'll raise the research levels of the Pokemon species you encounter. If you raise a Pokemon's entry to level 10, that entry will be considered complete, and you will have unlocked all of the detailed information to be had about that species. Huh! As you carry out tasks and complete the Pokédex entries for a different species, you'll also gain Pokemon research points, which you can view on the cover of your Pokédex. Once you've earned a certain number of points, you'll be able to move up through the ranks of the Galaxy Expedition Team. Interesting. So your research level is 7. I mean, you're almost done. I'm gonna assume that's the default weight, but I got one that's 10 foot, 1 foot 2 inches. Eevee! Okay, so 10, I'd need to quite a few things. Ah, not another point. I'm not quite there yet. Not quite there yet, I'm afraid. You'll need to complete a few more research tasks before you're ready to go up in rank. I'd recommend you work your way through Bidoof's and Starly's tasks first. Hang in there. Well, let's go do that. What tasks are for Bidoof and Starly? Bidoof is rank 7. Starly is rank 7. I can finish these. So just catch more of them. The task with those red things next to it gives 2 levels. Ah. We're going Bidoof hunting, boys. We're gonna catch quite a few Bidoofs this day. Parkour. So many Bidoofs will fall into my clutches. So, like, if you evolve Bidoof, it gives you 2 research levels instead of 1. Really? Interesting. I bet I can't cross this bridge. There are many strong Pokemon that make their home on the other side of this bridge. I can't let you pass unless you're a first star recruit. Then you'd probably be alright. I see. I see how it is. I missed. It doesn't see me. Ah, it saw me! Oh boy. Ah, Bidoof! Wait, I can move? I saw that. I can move in the battles? Interesting. Ah, it didn't get caught. What is this madness? Starlight? Oh, no, it was Shanks. Can I convince you to get in this ball? What is this madness? Oh. I see you. Oh. Gotcha. Get in the ball, Wurmple. Gotcha. Ha! And a Wurmple was caught. That ran away. Gotcha. And? Booyah! One more Wurmple and I get... From a distance, he throws the long ball! Booyah! Kasha. Gotcha. Or I'm out. Parkouring out of here. Yeah, that Bidoof. Going out. Going out. Getting out of here. Oh. You didn't see anything, buddies. Oh. Ha! Oh! Caught you unseen! Let's try to get one more Starly before heading back to Professor Laventon. There you are. Get in the ball. Get in the ball. And got him. Alright. Oh, it's my lucky day. There's a Bidoof right there. Hi, Bidoof. Bidoof just don't care. Bidoof just don't care. Hey. Darn it, I wasted a ball. The Bidoof don't care! Laventon, I'm back. I see you've caught 10 Pokemon. Care to report your findings? Yes. Got some money. Alright, now for the report. Oh, it seems you've made some new observations. Let's have a look then. I see. Most illuminating. I'll update our Pokédex with this new data. 9. Ah! Oh, Starly's done! Starly, complete. Still can finish it up. Come on. Come on. Level up! Let's go! You've made good progress on these research tasks, Tripmon. I do believe you're ready to move up the ranks. Let's head back to the village and report the good news to Captain Celine. It's time you earned yourself a star. How do I switch Pokemon? We'll get to that later. I have like 3 Bidoofs. I don't need this much Bidoof. I love Bidoof, but I don't need so many Bidoof. I guess in we go. Boss! I got news! I do good! If you have progress to report, I will judge its worthiness. Show me your Pokédex. I completed the Starly. You what? I completed Starly. Research level 10. That's impossible. Nah, that's good. You have made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. With this, you have officially attained the rank of first star in the Galaxy Expedition team. Yeah! Wait, there's more than 8 of them. Haha, it's not badges. You can now use heavy balls. A what? Pokemon up to level 20 will also obey your orders reliably in battle. The rewards you earn for your survey reports will be more generous now too. Have these as well. There are further recipes you'll need for crafting. Are they heavy balls? Heavy balls! A recipe for crafting heavy balls from scratch requires material 1 apricorn and 1 black tumblestone. And I learned how to craft revives. That'll be very useful. A crafting recipe from scratch requires 1 Vivichoke and 2 medicinal leeks. That a stranger like you should fall from the sky, and yet flourish among us like this is a testament to your native talent and hard work. Most people prefer it when things are simple enough to be judged on face value alone. And proving your worth by moving up through our ranks is something anyone can understand. Keep at it, and even if you did fall from the sky, people may be more willing to accept you. Working your way through the ranks will also be a help if you wish to make a life for yourself here. A higher rank will grant you access to more types of Pokeballs and greater rewards. Right. Getting to work on research tasks. Booyah. For today, at least, you've earned yourself a meal at the Wallflower and a good night's rest. So we're gonna cut right to eating. So Tripmon, my boy! I believe a jolly congratulations is in order. Well done on earning your first star rank. Potato mochi tastes so much better when you have something to be happy about. Still, we'll be very busy from now on between our Survey Corps duties and requests from folks here. Which reminds me, have you already taken that request for Beauregard? Yep. The people of Jubilife aren't too familiar with Pokemon, you see. So if problems arise, the Survey Corps gets called to help. Indeed so, sir. Jolly good. So some people will ask you for help when you talk with them, while others' requests will need to be claimed from the blackboard I keep in my lab. Speaking of which, weren't you approached with a request recently, Akari? What's it all about? About that, I was thinking maybe Tripmon could handle it for me. I was told it would require a bit of skill with battling Pokemon, so... Ah yes, that request came from Mai of the Diamond Clan. If I remember correctly, The people of the Diamond Clan have lived here in Hisui since before the Galaxy team arrived. If we could establish good relations, I'm sure there is much we might learn from them, including more about the local Pokémon. But we can discuss all of that tomorrow. For today, we should eat up and get some rest. Num. The next day. Talk, talk, chatter, chatter. Listen, do you have a bit of time for this? There's something I could use your help with. Wait, now? Alright. Thank you. I'll be waiting for you at the training grounds then. If you've caught a lot of Pokemon, you may want to visit the pastures to change up your team. Okay, that's how I do it. Alright, so first off... Hello. Oh, have you completed Starly's entry in your Pokédex? Hurry, let me read it! Huh, wait one moment. Male and female Starly have different appearances? Let me see. So the markings on their foreheads are different sizes. Incredible! I had no idea! Thank you for letting me read its Pokédex entry. Now that I know more about it, I imagine I might finally bring myself to touch a Starly. Please, if you find it in your heart, catch a Starly and bring it to me. There's not a Pokemon in the world so adorable as Starly, I tell you. Starly, you say? Well, Marley, Marley wants a Starly. Will you show me a Starly? Why... Let's see... 3, da-da... This one. Select. The smooth curl on the feather and its head. Those lovely round eyes. Oh, it's lovely through and through. I adore it, down to the last feather. Why, hello there, Starly. Want to touch it? Want to pet it? Want to pet it? No! Marley, I think it's quite satisfied just looking at it after all. Besides, it might let loose a move. Who outside of the Survey Corps or Security Corps could actually do something so frightful as approach a Pokemon willingly? All the same, I must thank you for showing me this sweet Starly. Some people will see a Pokemon and simply flee out on sight, you know? Perhaps being able to read all about Pokemon in the Pokédex might put them more at ease. Aww. I'm going to get you a Starly somehow, Marley. You will get one day. You will get one. Have you got a Wurmple you could give me? Yes. Let's see. Can I, like, browse through them? Huh. That one's very small. That one's kind of big. Let's give him the big one. This is the big one, right? Yeah. Here, I have a big one. Are you sure you want to give this Pokemon? Yep. You really brought me one. You must be as good as the rumors say. I'd like to name this Wurmple right away. Now, I've been told a Wurmple will evolve into a Pokemon known as a Beautifly, so I should give it a name with that in mind. You know, Wurmples have 2 evolutions. He just stops and looks at me. They have what now? Yeah, Wurmple can evolve into a Silcoon or a Cascoon. I have a feeling since you're going for the Beautifly joke, it's going to turn into a Cascoon. This is a tough decision. Which of these do you like best? Beautica, Beautifred, or Beautigene? Beautica. Yeah, I like Buttica too. I guess that's decided then. I'll raise Buttica to be a splendiferous Beautifly. Wait and see. It's gonna be a Dustox. Wurple can evolve? Got some dazzling honey. It's gonna be a... Oh no, it's gonna be a... Parkour! It's gonna be... It's gonna be a Dustox, I'm calling it. Also, do I have a Buizel that's bigger than your Buizel? Have you brought me a bigger Buizel? Apparently I have. I'll give you this one. Sure you want to give up this Pokemon? Yes. Good gravy, I never expected you to bring one so quickly. I'm afraid I'm looking for a bigger one, though. One that's at least 2 feet 8 would be good. Alright, alright. Let's check the summaries. 2'6", 2'1". Sadly, I don't have a Buizel for you. I catch a bigger Buizel than mine. Would you let me have it? I'll make it worth your while. Alright, I need to get a bigger Buizel. I need to get a bigger Buizel. Oh my gosh! The field's full of my Pokemon! I love it! Pastures house the many Pokemon you catch. Collect them from here to change up your party. Do you have some Pokemon you'd like to leave here with me? Okay, there's multiple pastures. Wow, there's a lot. Do I... Okay, I can release them if I don't want them. Good. Okay, we're gonna switch out 2 of my Bidoofs here. And let's bring... You know what? Let's bring a Wurmple. This one. And... Libri! Back to your survey work then. Keep it up. Alright. I thought that was a Pokemon. It's a log. Jeez. Let's see. What else am I missing? Where can I see quests? Oh. Can I find quests here? And the Pokedex. Hey, a run button. Map. Oh, missions and requests. There we go. Request from May. Seems that Team Galaxy has gotten a request from May of the Diamond Clan. Go hear more about it and lend her your help as a member of the Survey Corps. And side quests. A big Buizel. I have to catch a big Buizel still. Alright. One's at least 2'8" or bigger. Alright then. And he has his little Pokemon! That's adorable! Anyway, I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you all for joining me. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube side of things. Till next time, stay classy, Internet. Toodles. I'm having so much fun with this game. I can't wait to have more.